Alright guys, so we're going to be working on the rear suspension of A-bomb. So you can see we got the rear end in. Everything pretty well mocked up. Mainly we're working on shock placement right now. And then I've got to mount my anti-roll bar. Currently everything's just kind of thrown in place. I've been waiting on some tabs here. And for the bottom I had to modify. You can see this is just kind of sitting in there right now, but ultimately I want it back a little bit, and I got to make some stiffening plates out of some 1/8 inch over here so that I'm not welding directly to sheet metal with my shock tube. We'll get right into it. Alright, so we got our tabs effectively cut the same. Go ahead and clean the scale off of them. And essentially this is just meant to slip in between this tube and the frame and disperse some of the weight of where the tube's going to weld. Tube will weld right in the center of it. Then this will weld around the perimeter, obviously, to the frame and spread some of the weight out. But before we get to that, I have to clean all the paint off of that area. I also have a plate in here. I don't know if you can see it. You can kind of see the center of it. But there's a plate here that's stiffened a frame section extension here. So it's good. This is going to butt up right next to this, up to here, and then like a triangle. Obviously, it's going to sit remotely where this is. Alright, so you can see my little gusset panel here welded in. It's tacked. I'm going to go ahead and weld that through. We'll show that process, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Like I said, it's just to distribute the weight of this shock bar. So I want this good and strong because I'm going to have my anti-roll bar attached above it. I'll kind of show you guys that here in just a minute after I get this thing all welded in. Well, probably not one of my better welds. Kind of sucked the weld here. I was a little hot, so it is what it is. It's in place. It's not going anywhere. I'm gonna clean up the other side and do the same. Then we'll get this bar put in place. So guys, this is what I ended up with. I've got the shock bar pretty much, you know, in there pretty solidly. I don't have it fully welded yet. But this is kind of what I'm thinking for my anti-roll bar. I'm gonna have my arms, you know, just far enough to clear the shock. I can't run it on the outside, obviously, because not enough room over there. It'll hit my cage. So I got to run it in a little bit, and then we're gonna run the arms straight down to the top of the axle tube. And that's my plan, anyways. This is a Ron Rhodes anti-roll bar, so that's the kit I'm using. I still got to do a lot of welding on these arms and stuff. They make like crossover things so they don't twist. And the linkages they sent were a little short, but I got a bunch of I want to say this is 3/4 058 wall chromoly, which is what they sent originally, but obviously my links are going to be longer because of where I'm putting this. And yeah, I think it'll help the car being the weight's up high. A lot of people that know prep obviously say, you know, look at beater bomb, the weight being high and as far to the rear as you can. I was gonna try to do something under the axle, but it's already kind of a nightmare to jack this car up. So figure to do that, and then I shouldn't really have to adjust this much. But even so, if I need to, I can just get under the car and, you know, do any adjustment I want on the bottom link. Basically, you only ever adjust one side of the anti-roll bar anyways. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna work on it some more through the weekend, but just wanted to update you guys. I think I did show you the sliders are in. Yeah, not much else. I got fuel pump. Really need to clean my garage, but I haven't. I got a parachute used because I'm cheap. Alright guys, so I don't know if I did this quite right, but essentially what I did was use one rod end here to space it, and then use the rod end in either side, and then clamp this and slid it on there, and then welded up both of these to this point. Don't look at these welds too much. They're not that great. I did a few good ones. Yeah, let's get that one out of the picture, but these ones here are what matters. Yeah. And then on the inside one, because I'm obviously gonna have this bushing riding up against it, I don't know how other people did it, if they just did a really thin weld on this side. I welded as much of the perimeter on the inside of this, so there's no weld on the bottom here. And I'm assuming that's gonna be fine until it breaks. If it breaks, or if it ever does break. Now we gotta measure the hole there. I'm thinking I probably could have got away with a 24-inch sway bar kit, but I got a 36-inch one. I paid a little extra money to have it, but I think I'm gonna cut it all the way down to about 24 and a half. Slide this on there and basically use the floor as like a level to, you know, make sure this is set the same, tack it into place, and then start welding it. And then I'm letting it cool down as best as possible where I can get it still pretty hot. I'm gonna slide them bushings obviously after I weld the end on there. The bushings aren't gonna come off, so I was thinking about putting the bushings on the end, but it would kind of run into where the shocks are, and yeah. So I'm gonna put them in the center, and then yeah, I'm gonna slide them that way and try to do my best to get the end on there straight, weld it on there, and then we'll set it in the car. I still gotta trim some of that floor out. don't know if I'll get to that in that video or not, or in this video or not, but we'll try. Well, pretty much got her all welded up. There's a few nice welds on there. Pat myself on the back. I think we are going to call it a night though. I still got to weld some more stuff in there, and I just don't feel like crawling in there tonight, so I'll weld some of it, and then hopefully we'll get a finish up video of at least this hanging in there. I don't know if I'll build the end links on this video, but it's not really a big deal anyways. I've got it kind of setting into place. I haven't squared it up or anything, but I dropped my TIG torch and broke my ferric cup, so I don't have any more of these. I've got a couple off-brand ones, and I had to finish up one weld with them, and I don't really like how it welds. I'm used to this ferric cup, so yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll probably have a surprise on the next video. I've got some parts coming in. Pretty excited to show you guys. It's big fancy things for a hillbilly like me anyways, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you feel like it. I appreciate it. Thank you.